Okay guys, we're working on a deal in foreclosure, a novation with one of our clients and we're rehabbing the house. Well, the bank started the sale again on the initiated the foreclosure sale on this house. So I've got to call the bank and talk to them and get this sale postponed. So trying to work with them, explain the situation that we're working on the house. We're going to go ahead and rehab it and sell it. And that way that the owner and then us, we can make some money and avoid the foreclosure process. So it can be tedious working with banks. So I'm going to walk you through or show you guys live calling the bank and talking with them and working through all the steps to get this sale postponed. So let's do that. So we're trying to get a hold of the REO department at the bank. This is a U.S. bank, so we're trying to get a hold of whoever handles the foreclosures and to see if we can get the sale postponed, so that way we have enough time to work on the property and get it sold to a buyer. In this situation, normally we usually buy the properties. In this case, there's a lot owed, and so we're trying to work with the bank to not have to just invest the money into the repairs. That way we can just repair the property instead of having to catch up a lot of payments or buy it, because the property right now is really underwater in terms of what it's worth as is. So getting a hold of the decision maker at the bank to get this sale postponed is key for this particular project. With all these novations and stuff like that, guys, they can be rewarding, but they're very tricky, and you have to be willing to take some financial risks as well as unravel a lot of hairy situations and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing right now. We're unraveling, working with the seller on her behalf with our expertise, and hopefully we'll get a hold of somebody and we can get this postponed.
Hi, thanks for calling New Space. My name is Margaretta. I'll be assisting you today. May I have your account number or your full social to get started, please?
Account number is...
Thank you so much. May I have your name, please?
Yeah, I'm calling on behalf of... My name's Daniel Kohan, and the PIN is...
There we go. And how can I help you today, Daniel?
Yeah, I was looking to talk to somebody that can help with postponing the foreclosure sale. We're renovating and going to sell the property and get this loan caught up and paid off, and wanted to see who I could talk to about that. I called in previously and whoever I spoke to said that was all right, but then the sale got scheduled, so wanted to see how we can go about that.
Yes, so the only way that we can postpone the foreclosure sale date is if we receive a request for loss mitigation assistance.
Okay.
That must be received no later than November 8th, or the foreclosure sale date will stay as stands.
Okay. She is sending that in tomorrow, as soon as she gets the form today or tomorrow.
How is she going to send it to us?
I believe she said she was going to email it in or fax it in. What is the best way for her to send it in?
You may not know. Do you know if she possibly has online access to, because uploading it through our website is actually the fastest way. We'll get it the same day. Do you know if she has access still to her online account?
I don't know for sure if she does.
I wanted to say also, I don't know if you know if her email is active. I can just, instead of her just waiting on, because I see we requested that a packet be mailed to her.
Right.
There's one we just sent to her less than 2 months ago. I can just email her that one if she's okay with that. What do you think? That way she'll get it faster.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think she asked, I believe she called in today and requested an email. I can give you the email that I have for her. She said that it may have not gone through to that one, but I can give you that one.
Can you tell me the one you have? Let me see if it matches what we have. Because
Sure.
we can only send it to whatever's on file.
For
so
sure.
I just want to see which one you have.
I have at gmail.com. That's what she gave. That's what we've been dialoguing with. I don't know if that's the one on file.
Okay, yeah, it looks like that's what we have. Okay, and yeah, just let her know. Now, it's going to be 1 to 3 hours before she gets this email, because it has to go through our encryption team.
Okay.
They're not going to encrypt it. They just have to make sure we're not sending anything illegal, and then they'll forward it on to her. But let her know the attachment's 12 pages. The application's at the very end. The first couple of pages are just letting her know the options that may be available. But the application's at the very end. It's 5 pages. even if some of those pages don't apply to her situation, she still has to send them in because they're part of the application, if that makes sense.
Sure.
What's your question?
Oh, okay. So if she has an online portal, she can upload it through there?
Yes, she would just need to some kind of way scan it into her phone or her computer as a PDF because on the website, sometimes customers try to upload pages one by one, and when they're doing that, it won't automatically combine them. So whenever they come through, the pages come through separately, and we'll have to reject them. But yes, if she has a way of putting the application together once she's finished as one PDF, she can absolutely do that, and we'll get it the same day.
Are you able to check if she has an online portal? And if not, am I able to set one up with you, or will she need to set one up?
So I can't check if she has one or not because our customers have the ability to do that whenever they want, if
Sure.
they want to, so I can't check.
Okay.
But our banking side would be able to tell. They actually control the website,
Okay.
but I wouldn't be able to see, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, and let me get this sent here for you. Alrighty, Daniel, thank you so much for holding. I was just making sure that went through. I did get confirmation that it went through to our Q team to
Okay.
make sure it's safe, and then they'll go ahead and forward it to the customer. Again, it could be up to 3 hours, but it's on the way.
Okay.
And she would need to send in proof of income for that because I do see the last time we reviewed the account for assistance, they were denied due to missing information. So you can just stress to them whenever they send it in, they have to send in proof of income with it so we can avoid that in the future. I see last time they just sent the application only and nothing else. We were asking them for verification of Social Security, which means award letter. We were also asking for proof of receipt of that, which would be 2 complete bank statements, all pages, even if some of them are blank, where we can see the Social Security income deposit. And as far as goes, it says he never submitted any proof of income, so we didn't even know if he had income or not.
Okay, yeah, so Mr. has deceased. He deceased like this spring, and she was going to send in his death certificate. That's why he doesn't have any information.
Okay, and she needs to make sure that goes to our deceased team. I can give you that number if you want to pass that to her. I'm glad you brought that up because if we were to offer her assistance, his name's going to be included on everything because the system's not noted that he's deceased, and that team has to update that.
Okay.
All right, let me give you that phone number when you're ready.
Go for it.
So our deceased borrower assistance team, their phone number is 1-800-241-2464. And a majority of the information that she's going to need to send, it's going to be on their little automated message. I believe it's just his death certificate and proof of who would obtain his part of the property, will or probate, things like that.
Say that again. Who was paying for his side of the property?
So who would be obtaining his portion of the property?
Okay.
Yeah, we're seeing, we used to just, let the spouse handle everything, but we've had instances where one of the borrowers died and they actually left their part to their children instead of their spouse.
I gotcha.
So we asked for the death certificate and proof of who his part of the property would go to.
So would that just be like a deed, maybe like a tenants in common deed or something?
Yeah, it would be like a will.
Okay.
Will or probate documentation, things like that. Just stating who it would go to, if his death were sudden or something like that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he died of a heart attack, I believe. Okay, will or probate document. Anything else that may work?
That's like we established that team.
Uh-huh.
They can actually tell her what else she can provide in lieu of that. But yeah, she definitely needs to get on that immediately.
Yes.
Because again, if we approve for help, his name's going to be on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we cannot get that removed if it's not updated in the system. He's deceased.
Right, I understand. Okay. She needs to call them, okay, and then get them, that team, the death certificate, and then proof of who would be obtaining his half of the property. You said on just a review, so she needs to send in the form, or the hardship, or the form, and then that needs her proof of her Social Security income, last 2 months full bank statements.
Yes, sir, that's it. So, yep, it's going to be the 5-page application, fully complete. Again, even if some of the pages don't apply, send them anyway.
Yep.
So it's going to be that 2 months complete bank statements. There can be no markouts or anything like that on the statement. It has to be clear so we can see deposit. Okay. And then her 2023 Social Security award letter.
Okay. When she sends that all in, is there anything else that she needs to send in?
No, that's all she needs for the mortgage assistance.
Okay.
And once we have verified that we have a complete application on file, we will go ahead and put in the request to postpone the sale date, but it has to be a complete application. That's very important.
Of course. And I'll make sure to review all that before she sends it in. And then with that, with the postponal, when does that postpone the sale to?
It depends on when we receive it. We send the request to the state and the county. They actually determine how far they're going to postpone it out. We just request the postponement.
Okay.
Normally when we tell them, though, and this is just what I've seen,
Sure.
I can't guarantee, of course.
Sure.
Normally what we see, though, whenever we tell them customer has applied for mortgage assistance, they'll move it out to about 60 to 90 days. But again, can't guarantee.
With you guys, being the bank and stuff, are you able to request like a particular amount of time for the borrower?
So I'm not in the foreclosure team
Okay.
that's actually going to send it, so I don't know if they can or not. We just alert them that you guys have applied for mortgage assistance, and they'll get that request sent for us. But I don't know if they actually can request a particular time because they're a no contact department.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, we really only know what they do when they notate the account, but I do know the years I've been here, when they're alerted that borrower has applied for mortgage assistance, they immediately send the request and they put the code on the account. And then we'll be updated immediately as well once the sale date's been postponed.
Okay. So she gets that back to you guys like tomorrow on the online account. You guys send it in and they, push it back. But she needs to...
Absolutely, that's correct. We'll put the request in as soon as we have confirmation that the application is complete, a complete packet.
Okay. All right. Very good. Anything else that needs to be on the application or any change or anything like that needs to be there, or just the application being submitted is sufficient?
Yes, sir. Just the application with the proof of income being submitted is sufficient. And let me check. The one I sent them may be is it pre-filled, any of it? Okay, this one's not. I thought it would be. Some of them are pre-filled when we send them out, but this one's not. Yes, as long as everything's filled out, nothing's missed. If you just want to double check it when you get it from them, make sure there's no blank spaces, we'll be good to go. But
Okay.
yeah, she needs to call the assistance team, the deceased team. She needs to call them right away.
Okay, I'll have her call them first. Are they open right now?
Absolutely. We're all here until 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're in Minnesota.
Oh, very good. Okay. All right. Great. Is there any, if I was to call back in, should I just call back in on the main line, or do you guys have a direct line for this particular department?
Oh, for loss mitigation, we do have a direct phone number.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. It's
Good.
855-698-7627.
All right.
Wonderful. Well, you sure you didn't have any other questions today or any other concerns I can help you with?
No, I think that's all for now. If that's all you could give me, what I really, would like is a firm timetable for when that sale goes to, because we are trying to catch her up by selling the property and stuff. And so having some certainty on that side definitely helps us.
Oh, yeah. Well, we will definitely be able to give that to you when we get that application.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Awesome. So I can call back in and check on that.
Absolutely. Just give us a call, Daniel. We'll be here.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye. Okay, guys, so we just got off the phone with the bank. As you guys heard, relatively straightforward on this one. Thankfully, the seller in this case is very willing to work with us and get them all this information. But guys, you do need to make these calls. This is information that I don't think the seller was able to obtain. And so, having that expertise, asking questions, guys, making sure that you're asking open-ended questions as well. Like, is there anything else we need? Noting these things, because a lot of these banks are very peculiar and particular on the, like she said, on the stuff that's getting submitted. So knowing all this stuff is critical to making sure that you're getting these sales postponed and working with the bank, because it is a tricky process and it needs to be very precise and timely. Above all else, guys, especially when you're working with any professionals like banks, lawyers, anything like that, guys, maintain a very positive and problem-solving tonality and attitude, because again, the bank, the person on the other side is not the enemy. You want to work with them. Just having that tone and the helpful problem-solving tone, thanking them all the time, really wanting to work with them is going to go a long way in getting you all the answers that you want. Because if you want to help them, you want to help the bank, you want to help them get paid off, you want to help the borrower get clear of this. Maintaining that attitude is going to be critical to getting for them to really lending you all those small details that could hang you up in the future. So guys, that's how you talk to the bank and get a sale extended in this case. Now, it can be different in every case, but in this case, thankfully, there is a way to go ahead and get that sale postponed for at least 60 to 90 days. Now, it's already, it's 3 weeks out right now. So that's going to give us, another potentially, 100 days plus to actually work on this property. And we can probably go ahead and push it again at that time if we do get close, which hopefully we don't have to do. But this is going to give us a lot of certainty to continue working on this project. Guys, if you like that content, go ahead and like and follow for more for all sorts of wholesaling, foreclosure, novation, flipping content, guys. That's all I do all day is work on these tricky, complicated deals. So guys, like and follow for more.